back again with Loki, episode 3 this time. This will mark halfway through the Loki series of season 1. Just so you know, I am recording this very, very late. Loki comes out on Wednesdays. It is now Sunday evening, and got work tomorrow. Got other recordings to do tomorrow, so really gonna. And I've got to record Bad Batch after this, and I've got to find a way to edit both this and Bad Batch before they come out next week. So, yeah, word of advice, kids: laziness and just not doing your work doesn't get you anywhere. Really, it doesn't. It just adds to the work later on. So, a little lesson for you right there, because I'm gonna be stressed this week. Back with Loki, episode 3, and this show is very interesting. And it's progressing a bit faster than I thought it would. We've already found out who the mysterious variant culprit was. It's female Loki. So, honestly, I thought we weren't going to find out until like maybe episode 5 or 6. But at the end of episode 2, we already found out who she was. So, we're progressing a bit faster. But then again, I suspect the rest of this show is going to be trying to handle the mess that she created last episode, bombing the sacred timeline. All different branches of reality are now starting to form, and the TVA is going to be very overworked and understaffed as well. But it looks like Loki has followed this female Loki to wherever she's going, so we're going to be getting more of her in this episode, obviously, and I like to see where it leads. And also the TVA, I'm pretty sure the TVA is convinced that Loki is involved, or maybe even caused it himself. Because last time Mobius and the TVA saw Loki, he didn't look in the best positions. The sacred timeline was bombed, no one was there to watch Loki, and they just saw him fleeing through a portal, a time portal or something. So Loki's not looking the best right now in the eyes of the TVA. And the sacred timeline is fucked, so we're going to have to see where everything goes. Also, something I'm very excited to show you all, incredibly excited to show you all. You might be noticing this back wall is looking very plain right now and very empty. And usually I have 4 signatures on there, but I decided to take them down to make room for one. And it's a signature that relates to the MCU, and I'm very proud to have it. I almost cried when I opened it. But it is a signed, autographed photo, framed, well, I framed it, but it's an hour frame photo of Chadwick Boseman. I have got a Chadwick Boseman autograph, which I never thought would be possible. I paid a good amount of money for it, but it's worth it. This is priceless in my eyes. Like, if I had the money for it, I would pay almost anything to have this. And I was lucky to get it. It was expensive, but it was cheap enough to afford. So yeah, you can see his autograph right there. So this is going to be taking up the space on that wall. I wanted it to be seen in all of my videos. I'm so proud to have this. I just want it to be seen. So there you are, a Chadwick Boseman autograph. Let me just put it up on the wall. And there we have it in all its glory. Just sat up there and looking great. Out of everything in this room, that's probably the most priceless thing I have. That's the one thing that I definitely wouldn't give up. The only way you'd get me to give that up is if you paid me enough money so that I could buy another one somewhere. So, yeah, that's not leaving my grasp anytime soon. Let's move on. I don't want to move on, but we've got to move on to season 1, because there will be a season 2. Episode 3 of Loki starting now. This is an odd choice.
It is. Okay, try it. Whatever you're thinking about,
What is
get
this?
frozen in place. How many people are guarding the timekeepers? Sorry, what?
Is this one mind fucking her? Oh, magic doesn't work here. But she's a badass anyway! Damn! Oh, that sucks. His knives. This is not the best position for him to be caught in right now, though.
I thought perhaps we could work together.
She doesn't think that way.
Come any closer and I'll kill him. Go for it.
He just inadvertently saved her. Low battery. Wow. How does that run out of battery?
Working.
Not the only tech savvy Loki.
Don't ever call me that.
Tech savvy?
No, a Loki.
Is that one of your powers?
Where did you send us?
He doesn't know. Lamentis 1.
The moon, that planet is about to crash into and destroy.
Okay.
All of the apocalypse is saved on that temper. This is the worst. No one makes it off here. Watch out! I don't know where you hid that temper, but if you blow up, it blows up, and then I end up blown up. There!
So we're a team now? Oh God, no! Neither of us is getting off this rock if we can't get that tempad turned back.
Where do you have it hidden?
In my heart.
Well, then I'll cut it out.
Nice. Very droll. Lovely.
Because you need me to get that thing recharged. That's the only reason you saved me out there.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, sure. That too. Oh,
It would be like Loki to fancy himself.
There's power somewhere on this moon. We just need enough of it to travel through interdimensional time and space.
Yeah. No problem.
could that charge the tempad?
Maybe.
It's a fucking neon
Just
sign.
checking the coupling, making sure it can connect.
It's a neon sign.
I'm not giving it to you. You're going to have to try harder than that.
Then don't give me your tech-savvy ideas either. The tempad requires a massive power source, not a night-night.
Right, yeah. Yep. Oh!
Sorry about that.
Don't be. I enjoyed it.
Oh, I did too. I can assure you.
Oh, that's cruel, Loki. That's cruel. If he's dead, then that's cruel.
Been a long time. You're as beautiful as
The evacuation vessel.
Something like that would have enough juice to repower the tempad.
It would probably drain it of power so that the people can't escape,
Train
though.
station's the edge of town. But you'll never get a ticket.
You've got to get a ticket to get off the planet in that's about to be destroyed. You've got to get a ticket. Yeah, only giving tickets to the wealthy makes sense. Well, it doesn't make sense. It's bullshit, but that's how you typically think it would be.
Orders come from the top to get her on this train. Sir, this...
Good teamwork.
Okay. Yeah, everything's fine. Yeah.
That was close. Teamwork got that one done.
What was she like?
She was good. Good, decent.
You sure she was your mother?
No, she's not actually. I was adopted. Is that a bit of a spoiler for you? Sorry about that.
No, I knew I was adopted.
What? I told you.
Yeah. Did they not tell you?
No.
Nice.
Not bad.
Is there a lucky bow waiting for you at the end of this crusade?
Yeah, there is actually.
Oh.
Managed to maintain quite a serious long-distance relationship with a postman whilst running across time from one apocalypse to another.
Whoa.
You're a prince. Must have been would-be princesses. Or perhaps another prince.
Surprisingly not. Oh, there's
A bit of both. I suspect the same as you. But nothing ever...
Real.
Loki is bisexual. These two have amazing chemistry together. Just the back and forth is so good.
Boxing.
honestly don't know what he's saying, but it's a lovely song.
Man, try
And we're back to the...
another.
He did what Thor did in the first film.
You're drunk. Love is an imaginary dagger.
Doesn't make sense, does it?
No.
Terrible metaphor.
Damn, I thought I had something there.
What is love?
Nations. Hey.
Hey! You're drunk?
Awful throw.
Oh, will you stop it?
Oh! Oh, now he's got to... Yeah. Now she's got to go after him. Really?
Well, I did take quite the tumble.
You arsehole. You killed us.
Maybe we can fix it.
Things looking a bit shit now, aren't they? What about the postman who's going to be waiting for you?
So what, we hijack the Ark and make sure it gets off this moon?
I mean, sounds like a good idea to me.
You're changing the timeline. Okay.
Okay. Had to pull a memory from hundreds of years prior, before she even fought for them.
What? What did you say? I was told that everyone who works at the TVA was created by the Timekeepers.
That's ridiculous. They're all variants, just like us.
They don't know that.
Reports are right.
All the TVA employees are variants.
Do we trust each other?
We do.
As long as it works out in your mutual survival, then yes. This looks amazing! Real cyberpunk. Looks awesome. Is this going to be a cool one-shot? It feels like it. It's looking like it. Ooh. Wow. Oof. I mean, it's still supposed to be a one-shot, but there's obviously been cuts. Oh! This scene is awesome. Oh, dead. Yeah, so many people are dead. Really? Was that him who did that? How did he do that? Ark's destroyed. And that's the end of the episode. Oh shit. And no end credit scenes as well. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. That was such a good episode, but I didn't think it would carry... Well, obviously it's going to carry on to the next one because it's a 6-episode series, but I thought they would have finished getting off this planet by the end of this episode. Obviously not. I got quite a bit for this episode as well, but the chemistry between Loki and Sylvie is so good. I loved it. Loved it so much. This planet, Lamentis, it's a real... I don't know, it's a really... I wouldn't say good situation as in terms of it being an... If it was a real situation, it'd be terrible, but it's a... I don't want to say fun situation. How do you describe it? It's an interesting situation they found themselves in. It makes for a good episode. It makes for a good story. This planet is just about to be destroyed because the moon's falling apart. The visuals as well look so good. Of that shot when it looked up to the... It was part of the one shot, but it looked up to the sky and it showed the moon fully breaking apart. Just adding that ticking clock to everything. Let's get on to Sylvie. She doesn't like the Loki name, so she uses Sylvie as her alias. And I wonder what... I mean, we obviously know she's different from Loki because A, she's a female, and B, she knew she was adopted, and C, she doesn't have a She didn't have a mother, but I wonder how much differences there are and what similarities do they have. Like, what is there that makes them similar? Because we've heard a lot about what makes them different, but what makes them so similar as well? Obviously, they're both quite selfish as well. We still, like Loki said, we still don't really know a lot about what Sylvie's planning. We don't know enough about her, really. Even though we got so much of her in this episode. Apparently she's all about a mission, though. And we still don't know the full extent of that mission. Yeah, that's another thing that makes it different from Loki. I mean, I don't know, just something tells me that she's doing all this for a less selfish reason than it seems to be. Whereas you don't see Loki doing that stuff. Well, definitely not this version of Loki would do that. The Loki who made it to Thor Ragnarok and Infinity War might do something like that, and even then it would be a stretch for him to do that, but you wouldn't see him doing something quite selfish, definitely not at this stage. Well, you wouldn't see him doing something selfless, really, at this stage. Having to get a ticket for the Ark to get off the planet, which is a bullshit thing. That's a bullshit thing in and of itself, but obviously it's a ship, it only has a limited space. If that's the case, just make two, but I don't know. When you've only got one ship and a limited amount of space, there's gonna be selection. It's not natural selection either. Just giving all the tickets to the wealthy people. Very real world thing. Obviously, if you ever seen that movie 2012? They were just giving tickets. Well, they were just letting the ships that were supposed to survive the whole apocalypse thing. They were only letting the important people on it. Yeah, just bullshit, but we've seen it so many times before, and it's probably what would happen if we had a real world apocalypse. At the very beginning, I was surprised that Sylvie was kicking so much ass, but I was worried that Loki would get discovered because you saw him walking through the hallway with all the beaten up TVA agents, and then him holding his two daggers. I was so concerned that Mobius or something was going to walk in and see him there with them. I was like, bro, this is not the best look. But that didn't happen. They were found by that, I don't know, is she the head of the TVA or something? They were found by her, and obviously Sylvie threatening Loki's life is not going to mean anything to her, but hopefully that should put in a good word for Loki as to his innocence. And again, they've got to get back to the TVA for that to really go somewhere, and it doesn't look like we're going anywhere right now. Because this episode was just all about them taking away whatever chance they had of getting off this planet. First, you destroy the TemPad was out of battery, and then it was broken. Then they were thrown off the train towards the Ark. Then they tried hijacking the Ark, and then the Ark was destroyed. So pretty much every option so far has been exhausted of them getting off this planet. And they were working so well together as a team towards the end, because they had that bonding experience on the train, which I thought was very nice. It was very nice. It was a very nice scene, just getting them to have the one-on-one together, talking about the mother, talking about the adoption and everything, how their lives are different. Her postman boyfriend who's waiting for her, probably. Apparently Loki's bisexual now. Well, it's not apparently. It's confirmed Loki is bisexual. I mean, when she brought it up first, is there a would-be princess waiting for you? I was thinking, we've never seen Loki have a love interest, really, have we? But then she just decided to throw that little bit in there, or princesses to be or prince to be, and he just said a little bit of both. So he just dropped it that bisexual is a thing. Loki is bisexual. That's a thing. I don't know if that's the case in the comic books or anything, but I mean, maybe, hopefully they'll actually extend on that, because sometimes it feels very forced in if you just throw that in there that they're bisexual. If it's not the case in the comic books, if you just throw in there that they're bisexual and you don't extend on it or anything, it can be just seen as appeasing the SJWs. Oh, yeah. Sylvie just dropped that all the TVA agents are variants, just like Loki is, even though they just arrest variants all the time and either put them back in the timeline or erase them. Maybe that's what the whole jet ski thing's about with Mobius. Maybe he was like a jet ski rider or something in his before he joined the TVA. Is that what they meant in the first episode when they say reset or anything? Reset, like when you reset someone, is that just erasing their mind and then making them part? Well, I wouldn't say erasing their mind because Sylvie was plucking into that one agent's memories, so just it's not taking away the memories, it's just burying them. So is that what they mean when they say reset? You just bury the memories and then you just basically start from scratch and make them agents of the TVA. Imagine if the TVA has to be disbanded, you'll just have like multiple versions of like you'll have so many people who just suddenly gain a twin. Yeah, I'd like to see what happens when that comes out. I wonder how many people actually know about it in the TVA. Clearly Mobius won't know. Be interesting to see how that comes out when Loki drops that bomb, or Sylvie does anyway. They've got to get off this planet first. The only way I can really see them getting off this planet now is if the TVA comes and saves them. But that would mean that Sylvie would get locked up. So the TVA and Mobius and the TVA showing up is really the only way they're going to get off this planet now. So yeah, this was a very fun episode. I really enjoyed it. A lot of fun, definitely a lot of fun. But yeah, that might be all we have for this week of Loki. I've got to get straight on to recording Bad Batch after this. So yeah, I've got a lot to do for the rest of the night. So until next time, we are over and out. Bye!